After the Vietnam War, emigration from Vietnam was at an all-time high. The United Nations created an orderly departure program to make emigration safer and provide proper legal channels. In 1990, Lincoln was declared a refugee-friendly city by the U.S. State Department, making Lincoln a major resettlement site for Vietnamese refugees. Settling into their new home included finding a way to keep their culture alive. Many found sanctuary in Lincoln's Catholic community. But for Buddhists, there was no gathering place. So in 1991, a group of Vietnamese Nebraskans founded the Linh Quang Buddhist Temple.
My dad was one of the founding members of this temple. When they came here, a way for them to just kind of get together was through religion.
My family and I came to America in 1993. We didn't actually start going to the temple until maybe a few years later, but we've always been Buddhists.
In the early years of Linh Quang Buddhist Temple, a renovated house served as the meeting site.
And in 2007 was when we came out here, and we had the groundbreaking ceremony, and then the building process started. And then 2011 was the grand opening. That we had this location. A lot of these here that you can see are statues that we just recently got brought over from Vietnam.
Retaining our Vietnamese cultural heritage is something very important to my parents, and that's something that we were taught at a very young age.
The first language of many worshippers at Linh Quang Buddhist Temple is Vietnamese, and the services are still offered in their native tongue. There are, of course, other reasons sacred text and worship services are not translated.
Some of the words, the teaching is actually very deep, it has different meaning, and so when we translate that to English, it doesn't necessarily translate it correctly.
There are two types of services. There's the main one in here, and then there's a separate one for the Buddhist youth group. The older people are generally in here doing the praying and the ceremony with the monk.
During a Buddhist ceremony, we have the gong, we call it the chung, and then we have the wooden ma. This is made out of wood, and this is more rhythm. It provides rhythm when you chant. So the guy that you saw with the gong, that was my dad, actually. So he's been doing it for years, and so there's certain parts in the book where you're supposed to hit, and he just notes it by heart.
At Linh Quang, some have been on the journey all their lives, while others are new to the practice. One of the foundations of Buddhism is seeking peaceful living.
The
main teaching or purpose of Buddhism is so that people can live with compassion, with harmony, and with love.
When Buddha was first born, he took 7 steps, and each step that he took, a lotus flower bloomed beneath his foot. A lotus. It grows in a very swampy, dirty area, right? However, when it blooms, it's very beautiful. And so as a Buddhist, you're kind of like a lotus. You don't let all of those bad things influence you.
We have the story of Buddha playing out in these 5 panels here. It starts with his birth, and then to the point where he decides to give up the throne and give up his power being the prince to seek enlightenment.
Buddhism is full of symbolism. From numbers to colors, every detail points back to Buddha's teaching.
Those 4 pillars, they represent the entryway into the temple. And if you can imagine the 3 split in between representing the past, the present, or the future. There's Chinese scripts as well as Vietnamese script basically saying those that pass through the temple may be blessed.
Inside the temple, symbolic gray robes are worn during the services as people pray and chant.
So when you come in here, we're all equal, right? Put on that robe, we're all the same.
So after our service, we would invite everybody here to come and join us in what they call a gathering place to just enjoy a free lunch with everybody, kind of bond with one another.
People don't always expect to find a Buddhist temple in Lincoln, Nebraska, but the members of Linh Quang love to open their doors to new people.
We'll welcome those people who want to come to temple for prayer or just for peace of quiet and the teaching.
For me, this whole area just brings about calm. It's just a quiet place where you just to sit and to reflect.
Buddhism is a religion, but to me it's more like a teaching, just a way so that you would learn to live life rather than follow it blindly and not understand it. At least understand why you're a Buddhist. In my opinion, I think that's important.